Good evening here at the Clark Sports Center in Cooperstown. Another historic chapter is in the books. The grounds now empty as they're cleaning things up after induction Sunday, but earlier today, thousands were on hand to welcome in the class of 2024, officially being enshrined in the National Baseball Hall of Fame. Jim Leyland, Joe Mauer, Adrian Beltre, Todd Helton, four newest members of the hallowed halls.
There were several points where it got pretty loud in here. That's because there were fans from all over the place. People from Denver, Colorado, people from Tennessee all supporting Todd Helton. You had people here from the Dominican supporting Mr. Beltre. We had Joe Mauer fans all the way from Minnesota. I mean, this place was filled with a variety of jerseys. It was quite the sight to see. They braved some flight issues on Friday with that CrowdStrike software update bug. But they made it here, and that was the important thing. Induction Sunday, it was one for the record book. Yeah, there were supposed to be 56 Hall of Famers on hand for this. 48 were able to show up because of those travel issues, but still a great time here at Clark Sports Center. Several friends and fans made the trip from either Colorado or Tennessee for 2024 inductee Todd Helton, who played quarterback at Tennessee between legends Heath Schuler and Peyton Manning, and he would joke that helped make his decision to play baseball a little bit easier for him. Helton did go first in the afternoon and set the tone.
To say I'm humbled by this honor does not begin to cover how I feel standing here today. Competing on the baseball field was where I felt like I belonged. It was my church, a place where I felt most comfortable. Looking back on my career, I really was fortunate to have a solid and stable home base, personally and professionally. For 17 years, Denver, Colorado, and the Rockies were a perfect fit for me.
Next up was Adrian Beltre, only the fifth Dominican-born player to be elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame, and you can see lots of Dominican flags here on the grounds of Clark Sports Center, a celebration for one of the game's greatest hitters and a guy who loved to have fun in his career. His speech, no different, part of it in English, some of it in Spanish, all of it very much Adrian Beltre.
Please bear with me. My English is getting worse every day. So I'm going to butcher some name, mispronounce some words, so please have fun with it. I want to express how grateful I am to be here today. I still can't believe this moment, being here on this podium with so much greatness behind me, and now being part of this elite group is truly an honor, and I'm humble. My path to Cooperstown has been shaped by the people who spend time teaching me at every step of the way. With their help, I continue to learn and improve to make my way here.
Plenty of applause and cheers for one of the greatest managers to ever lead a ball club in the major leagues, let alone four of them, in Jim Leyland. Plenty of Tigers and Pirates fans in the house to support their beloved skipper.
My contributions to our beautiful pastime pale in comparison to the joy it has brought to my life. From the heart of a little boy and the soul of an old man. No matter which Hall of Famer you're here to support today, or which team you cheer for, your presence is always felt. On your feet in the ninth, with the home team clinging to a one-run lead, turning on your television for the first game of the World Series, and seeing 50,000 fans waving towels, hoping and praying that this may be their year. Or a little boy or girl getting their first autograph, and scurrying back to the stands to show mom and dad their latest treasure. Ladies and gentlemen, that's you. That's baseball, and this is the Hall of Fame.
And last but certainly not least, Joe Mauer. St. Paul, Minnesota native, played nearly 1,900 games over the course of 15 seasons for his hometown Twins. Lots of number 7 Minnesota jerseys in the crowd today to welcome the hometown kid into the hallowed halls.
As tough as it is to get into the National Baseball Hall of Fame, it might be just as tough to sum up what this game, this honor, and this moment truly means to me. For as long as I can remember, the game of baseball has been a central part of my life and the life of my family. I grew up in St. Paul, Minnesota, and being able to play at home in front of my family, friends, and amazing Minnesota fans. I wanted to be a Twin from day one. To stand here today and say that I'm now a small part of baseball's history is a statement that will never fully sink in for me. This moment is truly a dream come true.
Well, another chapter in the illustrious history of the Baseball Hall of Fame is in the books here in Cooperstown. 4 incredibly deserving men, all 4 incredibly grateful to be honored here today.
Yeah, and the thousands on hand, including us here at the Clark Sports Center, very thankful to be part of this special day. What a memorable induction it was.
It was very fun for me. It was the first time being a part of the WKTV staff here covering it. I loved every minute of it, and I'm looking forward to next year.
Yeah, the date is already set. The 32nd induction ceremony here on the grounds of the Clark Sports Center is now in the books, the 85th in the illustrious history of the National Baseball Hall of Fame, and 4 new members now have their plaques hanging in the gallery down on Main Street. That'll do it for us here on Induction Weekend. Reporting in Cooperstown, Spencer Davidson, Jon Cerio, News Channel 2 Sports.